All right. Give me a second. Let me just fill some things out. Do some documents. No, I appreciate you guys for being here. Anybody that's here on any platform, I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Says we got about 73 people that are watching on YouTube. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to show up here to be a part of this live stream, whether it's positive or negative. You know, I just appreciate you guys being here. So thank you for taking that time. I did want to put out a poll, start a poll. Feel free to answer the poll that's going to be in the chat in like 2 seconds, and also hit the like button. But yeah, how is everybody's portfolio doing? Good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Matt? Good morning, good morning. What do you think about Gala? We'll have to get into that in a little bit. We're just saying good mornings right now. XRP is my play. I mean, XRP is one of my plays as well. It's not saying that I'm, you know, solely to or attached to JASMYCOIN, even though I bought it at a way lower level and I've gained more with JASMYCOIN than honestly almost any other coin that's out there. I would say, with the exception of VSG and Terra Luna Classic. I mean, I've gained more, you know, with Jasmy. Do you think Jasmy this run or next run? I think this run it will be worth a lot more than people think. What up? Good morning. Good morning to you too as well. Hi Matt. Good morning. Good morning. Is Dogecoin finna bust? Eventually. I mean, we need to get to a point where the market is a little bit positive. Today, it's not really as positive, but we're seeing some things that are still more in the positive realm, but they may play catch up with the rest of the market, which, I mean, the rest of the market being Bitcoin. Um, so no, I wouldn't say it's fin to bust. You don't drink much of your wine behind you, Matthew. Greetings from Amsterdam. I don't. I don't. We tend to put more in there. I think we just added 2 bottles of red wine, you know, back there, and we also added a bottle. So we did drink a bottle recently, but we've added 2 more bottles of wine to the wine door back there. That is a closet, so there is a it does open up to like our suitcases and stuff like that. So um, instead of putting a door, I thought it would be better to build a wine door. And yes, I built it. So I put that together, which I was honestly impressed with, that I was able to do that and build that door and hang it up nicely. It's like, it's pretty special because I'm not a carpenter. I I'm not a person that understands you know, woodworking at all, but I feel like I did an amazing job on that. I can still buy Shiba insurance coin. This is where I hope for a coin to climb to $1. Good morning, man. Love the Jasmy video last night. Would love to see a 10-cent Jasmy. Been in since 50% of a penny. Yeah, I mean, people that got in early, seeing a level of you know, 5 to 10 cents, um, is like people now looking to see it at a level of 50 cents or a level of $1, right? That's kind of uh, what we're dealing with, the people that got in like super early. And as you have an exit plan, you know, you're able to sell at some of these levels, but not sell all of it because you know of what it will be and what it can be. So, good morning, Matt. How have you been? I've been pretty good. I haven't I would say that I've definitely been busier the past maybe couple of weeks, especially with when Harper was home for spring break. It was a lot to deal with because I was still working at the time while still doing that. So and then over the weekend and things just get busier and busier as it gets warmer and warmer. So I have to kind of get things done and then we go and do what we need to do. Like today is literally my busiest day I have I'm probably ever going to experience because I have live streaming. I have videos that I have to put through. I'm apparently Erica's gym is closed, so I have to take her to my gym because my gym isn't closed. And then I come back. I have a meeting to to do, and then I want to see if I can go golfing because it's like one of the nicest days that we are possibly going to have, at least as far as I know. Um, but I don't know if I'll be able to because I still have like videos to record and different things that are going to happen. So you never really know. But today is definitely one of the busier days on my schedule. So thank you for asking. Did you hear about the lawyer too for Jasmine? I didn't. No. Hey man, I'm currently also holding 1 million coins. Plan to take my initial investment of $4,000 at 5 cents. That's not a bad plan. It's not a bad plan at all. I do believe that it's going to get to a level of, 5 cents. Honestly, I would say pretty easily, but I know that this range and where we've been has been a little bit of a struggle, just because maybe we're not seeing that level of volume. But honestly, I don't think we need to see a crazy level of volume. We need to just see majority of that volume, whatever it is, be buys rather than sells or shorts. So I think we're there, and we're gonna get there. I believe pretty easily when we look at it in the grand scheme of things, right? So that's a good plan, and to sell, take your initial investment to take profit as time goes on. Um, I honestly I keep changing my exit plan. I don't know what is a solid level. As I see certain movement, now the exit plan gets changed for what I believe will happen. And as I see things that are going to happen, I'm like, okay, if I decide to take money at this level, what does that leave me at this level and this level and this level? And what does that mean for the position? What is it going to do? New partnerships, new things that are coming on, right? It's kind of giving my first level as like a 7 to 10 cent level. You know that that's going to be a resistance point. So taking my initial investment or taking just 100,000 Jasmy at that level would mean that I take about $7,000 and then leave the rest that's in there, right? So we will see. Or if it gets to a level of 10 cents pretty easily, then that may be my first level. So I do plan on going through an exit plan. Someone asked me for another exit plan because I know things have kind of been all over the place. As you see the progression, as you see the movement, it shows you more possibilities, which can change your exit plan. But once you set on a finalized exit plan, you have to stick to that exit plan. That's the one thing that I do struggle with still is kind of sticking with my exit plan, because I see more and more opportunities. And that goes into the thought of not having an exit plan at all, but at least you have something there. But once you get to a point where you're like, I'm finalizing this exit plan, you're good. Now for positions that I'm adding to like CRO, it doesn't make sense for me to finalize that exit plan because I'm still adding more CRO to that exit plan, right? To the overall position. So we'll see. XRP or Jasmy, like what do I think is better? I think they're both great in their own right, but I would say XRP as a, I mean, both of them have use cases, but XRP as a major use case worldwide, and then JASMYCOIN, kind of is next on the list. But I like Jasmy a lot. I like XRP a lot. I don't want to sit here and pick and choose. It's like picking your favorite child. I don't really have a favorite child. There's maybe a child that I can communicate with better right now, but who knows once Hayden gets a little bit older, I can communicate with her better a lot. I spend a ton of my time with Hayden, more time with Hayden than I do with Harper. So it's like, um, I'm not I'm not trying to pick a favorite child. There's certain things that are better for each child that they do. It's like one child playing football, one child playing basketball, one child playing soccer, one child playing golf. Like they're good at their own things, and you spend time with them at with or while they're doing those things. So um, yeah, XRP or Jasmine, I like both of them. I got Jasmine and Shib, Bonk, Pepe, Smiley, Bad Idea AI, Bone, Cat in a Dog's World, and Vegas Inu. So I was looking at Cat in a Dog's World, and I was like, this looks like it might be a big play because of the fact that it is a cat in a dog's world where a majority of meme coins are dogs. Um, I like both Jasmine and XRP. I will hold both coins. Yes, same here. JASMYCOIN will be a top 39, will top 39 cents this bull run. That's great. That's a great level. A lot of people have experienced a ton of gains, but I think it will be more. You think it'll be like a 20x return from here? How funny is that XRP has so much use case and the price didn't even go over $1? Um, how funny is it? I mean, it's pretty funny to me as I look at XRP and the case. It's understandable why, right? There's so much uncertainty as to what's going to happen with XRP, what's going to happen with crypto overall, and what's going to be the definition of what a security is by them. However, you look at XRP, it's not labeled as a security. It's the only one that does have legal clarity. It's just Ripple, the parent company, does not have legal clarity in a way. I hope I would hope that, and it's not a given, I would hope that what we get out of this case is two things. We get the clarity, and then we also get an understanding of what's going to happen with the escrow, right? Because if I know that maybe they're not fans of burning the escrow, but I would love if they burn the escrow, and I'm sure every other holder would love if they burn the escrow. But I don't know. I don't know what they would do with it and what the plan will be. And maybe it will come out to where the SEC is like, all right, well, we agree upon this, but we need that escrow to be completely burned off. You shouldn't be able to sell any more XRP. And maybe that's a good thing. It's a great thing for us because we're holding and we won't ever see that dilution. But maybe it's a bad thing overall because, you now, well, I mean, maybe it's not a bad thing because you potentially see higher prices when it could be lower prices as you have the majority of the supply out there. 100 billion gives you lower prices, more sustainability, more movement out there. If you don't have liquidity, then it takes away from that. And now you start having a problem within our transactions of not having enough liquidity, right? That's a main reason as to why you have a natural inflation to the US dollar, because as they continue to pump out more, it's still worth $1, but our cost of whatever we're buying is a little bit more there. So if we had a set amount that's there, you now bring into the table like not having enough to make these transactions or pay somebody, right? So you end up having a struggle, and then it increases the price of what that's worth. So I guess it would be a good thing overall, because if you don't have enough to fit demand, you have to raise the price. It's as simple as that. It's supply and demand. Time frame prediction for Jasmine for $1. I want to say that 2025 is definitely my area to where I believe we'll see pickups, we'll see a push in 2024, but 2025 is that level where I think we'll see a major impact to things that nobody really, or a lot of people weren't expecting to run, and then we'll start to jump on the FOMO train, which Jasmine will be one of those, where people are like, oh, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4, 5, $10 billion is going through JASMYCOIN. Let me get into this right now, right? And we'll already be in it at a 40% of a penny level while it's jumping up to a 25, 50 cents, 75 cents, a dollar level. You know it will resist probably hard away from between 70 and a dollar, that 30-cent range in between there. So I'm sure there will be people that are taking profit at those levels. Man, I changed my YouTube name. Well, what was your YouTube name? You have Midnight 0524. Matt, thoughts on the video you did on Dogecoin 20? I mean, I did a couple of videos on Dogecoin 20. I just like the fact that, you know, they're different than what Dogecoin is, and I hope they have, I don't think they'll have the same level of popularity as Dogecoin. Obviously, Dogecoin has that nostalgia and it's there. I just wish that Dogecoin had what this one has, where it's, you know, you don't have that natural inflation to it and addition of coins. Like, it makes no sense. Um, Give me 1 second. Why'd you call me at 7:20 in the morning? You shouldn't be calling me at 7:20 in the morning. I'll have to give him a call back a little bit. I don't wanna put it on pause. Because I only have like an hour to this anyways. I'm going till about 8 o'clock. Because again, the kids. Any word on the lockup? No new news on the lockup as of right now. Um, but we'll definitely check more into it as days go on. If I get any news, I will bring it to you guys. But I don't have any. Would you rather buy more CRO or XRP? So this is the problem. I'm buying more of both. And I like CRO for where that can go, kind of a guaranteed level. Why does he keep calling me? What? Give me a second. Give me 1 second. It should be like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. All right, we're back. We're back. We got 189 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're actually doing really, really good on the likes. So thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. So what do you all think about the next Jasmine target is? The next Jasmine target is definitely one to break 3 cents, right? Breaking 3 cents is great, but then after it breaks 3 cents, obviously 5 cents is that next level to get to. But also 4 cents is around a $2 billion market cap, meaning you're breaking a whole nother level. So at these levels, it should be a lot smaller. And it's not about it just getting to certain prices, but it's more about, kind of hitting those certain market cap milestones that you don't typically see it hit. I'm very cold down here, so I'm going to need to turn up this heat a little bit. I don't know why someone turned down the heat. I swear, our automatic schedule is like all over the place. I don't even know why it does that. I don't even want an automatic schedule. Just keep the heat at whatever we set it at. Like, I don't know if we could change that. We'll have to find a way to change it. But yeah, that's what I think is that it's more about market cap levels right now. It's more about significant levels via market cap than it is about just price points now. Um, because you're seeing a $1 billion market cap and then breaking to a $2 billion market cap is a significant level, but then also a 5 cent level is significant. So you're going to see multiple places to where these are the next targets. And then after 5 cents, well, now you start to instead of looking at market cap and getting to a 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, instead of worrying about that, now you start worrying about price. Now you start worrying about it going from 5 cents to 10 cents, 10 cents being a significant level, 10 cents to 25 cents, 25 cents being very significant, being a quarter of a dollar, right? So that's what you end up seeing. And again, this whole entire game is not just about like, oh, what is the use case and that and this, right? It's more about what do you think people are going to do? Are they going to invest at these levels? Are they going to sell at these levels? That's what these markets are all about. And once you realize that, you become honestly much more profitable in investing because it's like you're trying to predict what people are going to do based on whatever news they have. It's not about the news itself and it pushing, it's about how people are going to react to that news in every market. Do you think it can get to a dollar by 2025? I do think that it can. I do think that it can. That's what I just said. If people believe XRP to 1,000, then CRO to $10 will be easy. But a CRO to $1.50 early 2025 is possible. Honestly, I think $1.50. Yeah, I mean that's early 2025. That's not a bad level to be at because I was going to say the end of 2024, but then into 2025, as you get to $1.50, which would be halfway to the goal of $3, getting to a $75 billion market cap. However, understand that CRO has decreased their overall supply in a large way before. Not saying that they will do it again, but they definitely could do it again, especially if they wanted to compete with BNB in the price. Not only by market cap. Once you get up to like market caps and stuff like that, you can decrease the overall supply to now fight it by price, which would be great. But CRO has more use and more people that are touching it, so it makes sense that it would have a much bigger supply than BNB. BNB really doesn't have that much, that many areas that are touching it and that different places that it's flowing there. You have partial amounts of it that's flowing to different places, but yeah, you have more people that are touching CRO. But then again, you could do that with a lower supply as well. I appreciate the response, man. It's crazy to think how much money I would have at 10 cents. Seems almost unreal. Yeah, I mean, when you hit those levels, trust me, it's going to be difficult to hold, and it's understandable if you decide to sell. If you decide to, you just subscribe for the love of Jasmine. Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I wish I had some sort of notification that told me that somebody subscribed. It says that somebody subscribed a minute ago. But I wish I had a notification or an alert when somebody subscribes. Yeah, I don't have that. But I do appreciate that. Let's go ahead and, so it's been 27 minutes, 28 minutes, or something like that. And we haven't even really talked about the market, going into the detail of the market. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Right now, the crypto market is down about 1.7%. We're seeing it at a $2.65 trillion market cap, and Bitcoin's dominance has slightly decreased from where it was at a 52.7 to now 52.3 or 52.4% range. Now, this is nowhere to say that we're at the altcoin season. We need to see that lower than the 50% mark to kind of just have any type of belief that we are going to see altcoin season happen right now. But if we look at Bitcoin, it's down by 2.2%. Ethereum is slightly up. You're seeing BNB that is slightly down by 3.5%. Solana down by 4.35%. XRP down by 1%. Or sorry, up by 1%. Ton is up by 16%. Let's continue to move down here. Avalanche is down by 4%. Shiba Inu is down by 2%. Bitcoin Cash is down by 4% as well. Let's look at things that are moving the most within the top 100. You can see Ton is up by 16. Athena, that's up by 13 or 14. Nervos Network, that's up by 12%. Neo, that's up by 11%. Gala, 7 or 8%. Somebody asked me about Gala this morning. I have Gala. I only have Gala version 1, so I can't do anything with it, which honestly gives me the ability to hold because I am up significantly from when I invested into that play. So that's great to see. Phantom is up by 6%. EOS, that's up by 5%. Theta Network up by 4%. And Chronos 2%, JASMYCOIN 2% as well, sitting at the 2.1, 2.2 cent mark at the time of recording this video or this live stream. Let's look at things that are in my watch list and see what is moving there. We are going to look closer at JASMYCOIN then, just don't worry about that. Joe Biden coin is up by 20% up to a $4 million market cap. VSG is also up by 13% up to a $20 million market cap. Reddit has increased definitely. I'm double my investment at the moment, up to a $1,400 price. I'm not sure, or balance. I'm not sure if I should go ahead and take my initial investment. That's typically what I try and do. So I'm thinking about doing that while leaving the rest that's in there. Chronos is up by 2%. It's up to 15 cents, which is great. That brings me back up to like $40,000 worth of a balance. JASMYCOIN, again, 2.2. It's up by 1.8%. XRP is slightly up as well. Terra Luna Classic slightly up. Look at things that are down within my watch list. You're going to see GME is down significantly. I did just recently make a purchase of that around this price point. And the reason why I did that was more of just like taking a chance type of thing. I wanted to take a couple of chances, and I think that GME will have a little bit of success, even if it gets back up to 1 cent or even surpasses that level. I know that I will have a significant amount that I gain. I currently have 3 million GME. So if that does pan out well, like this will cost me $500 for a million, $540 for a million. So it's taking a risk. It's not saying that it 100% will play out that way, but it's definitely taking a little bit of a risk in what they are. They're not available in many different places as well, so that's something you also have to factor in. Harvest Finance ran up to $120, but has recently come back down. It's down 15%, down to about 70 cents. I think this will have so much more success as time goes on. Just right now, it's not as successful as we want to see it be. Lucky's Leprechaun is also down to a $339,000 market cap. I'm still up on my play, but I think this has so much more room for growth. With time, you may see that end up happening. Grok is also down. Book of Meme is also down. If that does come back down to a, maybe a drop zero or added zero, then I most likely will find the ability to buy more at those levels. So I'm excited about that because I think Book of Meme will have some excitement, some movement. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the extent of my watch list here. But let's go ahead and look at JASMYCOIN more in depth and see what the level of volume is and all that stuff. So currently we're sitting at a 2.1, almost 2.2 cent price. I'm sitting at a $21,000 balance, meaning that, you know, I have a million coins. I have a million coins sitting there still. I haven't touched them. I haven't done anything with it. It did reach 22 cents multiple times, or sorry, 2.2 cents multiple times before decreasing down to the level that it's at, looking like it's starting to stair step and create maybe a triple bottom scenario. But only time will tell. When we look at the volume, we're seeing it up 73%, up to a $178 million volume day, which is fantastic to see. And the volume market cap ratio is 16.7%. I was saying yesterday how the volume was definitely at a lower level than what we expected. Seeing it at a 10% volume to market cap ratio, but that's understandable. And we did see a majorly positive day, even though it was only $100 million worth of volume. So I'm very bullish on JASMYCOIN. I'm selling between May and September 2025. Bull markets always peak 1 to 1.5 years after the halving. So this is where I understand how that could be the case, where it always happens that way. You have to understand that this is not the normal market, right? The normal market would also show us that we would not see it hit all-time highs until after the bull or after the halving. The fact that we saw Bitcoin hit new all-time highs multiple times, that's where you're like, okay, this is not the normal trend to the market. This is a different form of the market, and we need to treat it that way. So a lot of people are treating it at the extreme, and they're saying it will not it will not even see any type of an increase after the halving. That's what they're saying, that it will not see any type of an increase. And that's the extreme level of it. I think the more reasonable level is about seeing it happen a little bit sooner than what we typically see, instead of 6 months after the halving, where we start to see things pick up and then 6 months later it hits an all-time high. I think we're going to see probably 3 months after the halving at max. And that's where we'll start to see it truly pick up. It may be to a point to where we see this happen a month after the halving. And we honestly don't know, because it's uncharted waters, uncharted territory. This is where we're seeing it like be something completely different than what we've seen in the past. So that's the way that I look at it. Have you heard about Sphinx Labs already, bro? I haven't. I don't know what that is. Sphinx Labs. I think I have heard of it. I think I've heard of it come across my desk maybe once or twice. Did you say that Jasmine going to a dollar by the end of 2024? No, we were talking about CRO by the end of 2024. I think Jasmine to a dollar, if it has that opportunity, and if people give it that opportunity, we'll see it in 2025. Who hurts the market more, bears, whales, or Uncle Sam? Who hurts the markets more? I'll probably say whales. I feel like bears create opportunity for whales, but whales start the downturn of the market usually. So I'll probably say that whales hurt the market a lot more. We've seen it time and time again, to where once you see a massive amount come off, people start to panic and they all get out of their position and they create widespread panic. It's like someone saying, what starts panic more? Somebody yelling fire, or the fire actually happening? And it's somebody screaming fire that will create widespread panic. It's not about the fire actually happening. It's somebody noticing that fire and saying, we need to get out now. Like, that's kind of the analogy that I would put it to. I don't know if that makes sense for anybody, but that's the way that I look at it. I'm skipping forward. I feel like I'm way behind. With all the XRP hype, why is it moving at a snail's pace? Because of the uncertainty. So even though XRP has any type of hype, any type of positivity, you're not going to see that because of the uncertainty with the case, the SEC versus Ripple case. Once we see clarity to that, and hopefully it goes in our our direction, then we could possibly see. Um, Sorry, I got distracted by a chat there. But once the case does go in our direction, well, now we start to see this completely push up and start to make these huge moves and fill that gap between XRP and Solana, because there's a huge gap. It's like a $40 billion gap. Jasmine a winner for sure. Data the new oil. I mean, it's always been there. Do you think DBZ Tribute gets to Coinbase or crypto? You're saying like crypto.com? I mean, it's always possible. It depends. I mean, sometimes you have to pay money to get listed on these places, and a lot of these places, what they'll do, like with Cryptocom, it pays to get there, right? And creates a decent amount of volume on an S tier exchange as long as you can sustain what you need to sustain. I don't know what their numbers are. Like, hey, you need to sustain this much volume for a certain period of time, and then you could stay listed on here. I don't know, but yeah, how long is it going to take Jasmine at $1? I believe 2025. It will have that opportunity. I'm not saying 100%, but it will definitely have that opportunity at that time. Uh, yeah, you are correct, Matt. Makes sense, bro. The analogy. All right, thank you. I'm glad I could find a way to, make sense of things. I think I said some sort of analogy like this weekend to someone, and they didn't understand what I was talking about. Oh, it was to my brother-in-law. I can't remember exactly what I said, but maybe the analogy didn't fully make sense. But in my head, it made sense. I don't remember what it was though. Does CRO need the peak of the bull run to reach $1, or can it do it in 2024? I think it can do it in 2024. I think CRO has a ton of still has a ton of life left behind it. Understand that it does not see a crazy amount of volume. When we look at CRO, like, it's up 230% in the volume today in the last 24 hours. However, the position is up by 2%, and also you're only seeing a $42 million volume day, up 230%, meaning that we typically see a lot lower volume. You don't need a ton of volume in CRO in order to see that move, because it's more of a hold cryptocurrency. It's more of a long-standing, long-term cryptocurrency for a lot of people, to where you gain value from just holding it. You can see the amount that I have invested into it. I have about 40,000 invested into it. If I took all of this and put that for the CRO cards or card, I would be able to have the icy white card right now, and also have the extended benefits with Netflix and Amazon and all of these different things. That would be just amazing. What's your AVAX prediction? So I like AVAX a lot. I have about $2,000 or $3,000 worth of AVAX, and honestly, I was looking to get more because I was actually looking to make a play or buy a position later today, and I hope that I get to it at some point. But it's definitely taking more of a risk as I purchase that position, and it's not saying that anybody should go and take that risk as well. So I really don't want to put out there, hey, go ahead and uh, or the video that I really want to put out. But we'll see. But yeah, just to answer with CRO, $4 billion market cap, $42 million worth of volume. You're looking at a 1% volume to market cap day, or 1% volume to market cap ratio day, which is not crazy. We typically want to see 10 to 30% volume to market cap ratio, but we're not seeing that, right? We're seeing 1%, which is insanely low. Where's the Super Mario Bros. Coin? That plumber is the king of coins. You're not wrong. I have 700K Jasmy, but not sure when I plan on selling. I mean, that's something that you need to come up with, yourself and understand your full exit strategy. I know that the mistake that most people will make is not selling at times where they need to. And I'll say that not necessarily saying higher or lower because it's both, right? Where people will not sell as they get, if it is a shorter term play for them, they won't sell as it does fall to an insanely low level and never having that chance to recover. However, in crypto, kind of everything has a chance to recover, has a chance to redeem itself. So you understand the overall growth potential, but more on the sell side of gaining a bunch, right? So if you're gaining, let's say, 20,000, 30,000, $50,000, and you don't have an exit plan in place, every single position I have an exit plan. You can see what I did with VSG, and I still believe that VSG has a large amount of potential to grow, a massive amount. And what I did is, as it got closer and closer to the top, as it got closer and closer to these levels, I have different selling points, but I still have 10 million coins. Same thing goes for, trying to say, Terra Luna Classic. As I made those moves, I sold about 4,000 or 6,000 total, put another 1,000 back in there at a low level, was able to get my amount back that I had previously, which was 63 million. And that's without spending a crazy amount. I made $6,000, put another 1,000 in there, meaning 1,100, 1,200, meaning that I pocketed $4,800 while also getting back to my original coin amount, right? And that's the opportunity that you have. I believe the peaks have previously been around 500 days post halving. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a different peak, I would say. And I think it's going to be more of a longer bull market as well. Not um, meaning that it will start earlier and probably end uh, at what the expected time rate was or the time period was. So maybe it starts at 2 months, 3 months out from the halving, and then we still see it end up maybe lasting until the end of 2025 or whatever. But it gives you extra months. And the bear market will not be as strong as what it was to the previous bear market. And I wish I hold 10 million VSG like you. I'm so happy for you. Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's something that you sort of take a risk on, you believe in, and I mean they still have a lot of life ahead of him, and that's why I'm still holding 10 million. It's worth about 20 something thousand at the moment, and at one point, the high point, it was worth like 100 plus, which is crazy to say. Exactly, having a good exit plan doesn't always mean getting completely out. 1,000%. I'm at Uh, glad you're well. Any thoughts on A star? I have a small holding and 4x up on that. Thinking of selling and adding to my quant bag. Question: do you think now is a good time to sell um, A star? Is it A star? Is that what that is? So this is at an $802 million market cap. Let me bring this up. $802 million market cap with $71 million worth of volume. You're looking at an infinite amount of supply that's out there. I don't know if it does have any dilution, but you look over the last 7 days, it's up 16%. The last month is slightly down. The last year, it's up 130%. So you said you're 4x on this investment. um, I don't see that it moved 4x. I mean, it may have increased from here, which is 40 cents. Sorry, 4 cents up to a level of 19 cents. So I guess um, that does make sense from this level down here of 3 cents and then pushing up there. And then even from this level of 3 cents, seeing it 3 cents or 4 cents and increasing there. So I guess I could see that. Do I think right now is a great time to sell this position? Well, one, I don't know what it is. It is ranked 117. There's a lot of things that I'm blind to on the second page of the, of Coin Market Cap, which is, I guess, totally understandable for people to have because typically people are looking at the first page of things and looking for that consistent growth when a lot of things on the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth page provide a ton of opportunity. Now, again, I don't know what it is, but all I know is that you do have a lot of places to where you can purchase this, meaning it does have the level of popularity that you want to see. You have an S tier exchange, you have tier one exchanges. You don't have both S tier exchanges, but you do have tier one exchanges, and a lot of that activity. OKX has $20 million. Binance has equally the same amount of $20 million. So you're seeing a lot of activity that's flowing through there. 8% volume to market cap ratio while also looking at a max supply of infinite amount is definitely a little bit scary. So I want to kind of look at, kind of all history. And there's not really much history to this, but to the end of 2022, where you really seen things that kind of have fallen down. I think it was 2021 where things started to really fall. But it leveled out down here at about 4 cents, 4 cents or 3 cents for quite some time after picking up a little bit. But now you see this up to a way higher level market cap wise. It seems to be at its highest market cap that it's ever been, even though it was at a higher price over here. So seeing it at the $1 billion market cap, it seemed to resist away from that point. Just looking at the chart, it shows me that it has a lot of potential, upward potential. They did have dilution in it, but you don't really have much dilution that's left when it comes to the total supply versus the circulating supply. However, the max supply is a little bit of a problem if they are going to introduce more max supply, and I don't know what that inflation rate may be. So 4x is definitely enough to take your initial investment plus profit if you wanted to and throw that into maybe quant, if you believe in quant a lot further and where it stands, and leaving some in there believing in what this could be, because it honestly could be worth multiple billions. Seeing how it did get to a billion, it did resist from there, but then when we see altcoin season, I would imagine you would see multiple billions that this would be at. So oh yeah, Matt, looking at Harvest Finance, you predicted it before in older videos. Yeah, I mean, Harvest Finance is one of my plays. I still believe that it has a lot of growth moving up. I didn't sell any. I was tempted to, because I knew that it was going to have some sort of resistance at the place that it had, but I was tempted to take some out. The issue was that I caught it late because I was like, I think golfing at the time. So I caught it late. And if I would have caught it on time, I feel like it would have been, I would have sold half of it and then put half of what I sold back in there, because I already made $9,000 with Harvest Finance, and that's the reason why I didn't sell, because I was like, there's so much more that I can gain with this, and I don't want to sit here and time the market. But I honestly should have done that, and I saw the resistance. I saw that it was going to pull back, but I didn't catch it at the peak point. I saw it at a level of 100 going up, and then it went up to 120, and I missed that portion, right, from 100 to 120. And I was just like, you know what? It's only double what I have here invested into it. Not saying all investment, but from what I had here. So I'm just gonna, sit on that and let it ride out. But it still has a ton of life left in it, and I think it's gonna be big. Matt, you're hey Matt, you're invested in the sloth on the first day. Where do you see it going realistically? Would you sell immediately if it pumps at a launch? So you've invested in the sloth. Where would I see it going first day? Well, it looks like it has a little bit of popularity. I think pre-sales tend to give you a couple of things. And I think what people tend to do is they tend to see the major success that they could have with that play long term, and they ignore what pre-sales do in the beginning. Pre-sales will pump, and then you'll see it pull back to a level, and then you'll see it kind of maybe stair step on the way up, but it'll hit a level to where it plateaus. And you want to make sure that you know, get into the play, take some of your investment or take some profit or whatever, and then see what it's going to do. It's kind of like you investing in a project that's or sorry, let's go with this. Investing into a stock position in the first 15 days or first 15 minutes of the market open. When you do that, it has an aggressive movement one way or the other. And a lot of people like to play that. I like to play it as a way to gain money. If I can predict exactly which way it's going to go right at the open, then things can look amazing for me as I buy into it at that level and it starts to absolutely pick up, or I short it at that level and it starts to pull down. You're taking on that risk, but you also need to know that that aggressive movement is going to go the opposite way. It's going to have a bouncing point, and you need to find what that bouncing point is to where you can now sell some of your investments, sell your profits, but then also see the longevity of what that is and how far that's going to go. So, yeah. Once you cash out your crypto, would you consider buying nodes during the bear market? So I probably won't have many passive income positions in crypto. I will have one major passive income position, which will be CRO, because I will probably hold the 40,000 for however long. Now, the issue that I deal with is that as CRO gets to a level of $3, I don't need 40,000 that's in there, right? If it gets to $4, I don't need 40,000 that's in there. I only need 10,000 at that moment in order to give me the icy white card, meaning that whatever I have that I take out of that, I can sell or put somewhere else or do whatever. I will gain passive income with the cards that I have or the card that I have, as well as the amount that I have staked with the DeFi wallet or somewhere else, right? So that's really my plan, is to gain passive income there. Also, maybe to find a couple of other places where I can gain passive income, but I'm trying to find the right level that or the right place that can have sustainability. And maybe it's with Ethereum, maybe it's with some other project. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not really truly thinking about that right now. Majority of my passive income that I want to receive is going to come from the stock market, come from my dividend investing portfolio, as well as my long-term investments. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. And I will have a certain amount of funds that I plan on investing into it in the bear market as I take profit. If I end up pocketing, let's say north of 3 million, let's say if I can end up pocketing north of 3 million, then what I will do is take about 100,000 and set it aside for the bear market. And that's where I will find different plays to invest into and a lot of plays to believe in. However, know that I will still have forever plays throughout this bear market. I most likely, or through this bull market, I'm not going to let go of everything that I have. I'm going to have forever coins, meaning that I will have certain plays that I believe are going to be worth a lot more in the future that I want to hold 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, however many coins left on the table, because I know it will be worth a lot more in this bull run, in the next bull run, and the next bull run after that. And we'll see consistent growth within the crypto market. And I want to be a part of that, not only just to take profit, but to see things completely through for what it will be worth. Because we saw what happened to Bitcoin in the last 10 years. You've seen what happened to Dogecoin in the last 10 years. You've seen what happened to XRP in the last 4 or 5 years, right? Ethereum and that as well. So you're seeing all of these that have that opportunity to give you so much more in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, versus, this short term outcome where we're like, let's pocket all this money, right? It's great to be able to have that and put it in different places, but also to still have something left on the table. Because if you take it completely out, you're completely out of the game. I heard the exchange reserves for Jasmy have been on a decline, and there is a possibility of a supply shock coming. Heard anything about this? I've heard a couple of people say it. I haven't checked into it heavily. So I won't say that it's 100% true, but I could definitely see it happening. Um, don't worry, XRP will add more circulating supply very soon. 4 years left to add supply than a V2. What are you talking about? There's going to be no V2 in XRP. Yeah, once you cash out your crypto, would you consider buying nodes during this? Oh, I already read that. Matthew, your opinion on VeChain and Quant? Are you too early for this bull run? No, I think both of them are altcoins. Altcoin season hasn't happened. Quant has a lot of growth left in it. So does VeChain. I've heard of so many people that are very, very bullish on this play on VeChain. I'm not super bullish on it. I don't hold it, but I definitely see the level of growth, right? If I had to throw out some positivity to it, I definitely see that level of growth and the movement that it could have. I just don't have it. I also don't have Quant, and the reason being is because both of those I missed out on buying those plays at lower levels. I was I was set to buy Quant at $47, and I was going to buy literally 100 of it. And I didn't end up buying it because I talked myself out of it. Somebody else said that Quant is going to drop more, and they weren't wrong. I think it did drop to like $43 or something like that. I think that might have been the level I was going to buy at. I think it was 43, but it did drop a little bit more. But a lot of people were like, yeah, it's going to drop to 20, or it's going to drop to $10, and that's when you decide to buy. And I was like, that would be great. And I talked myself out of buying it, even though I was looking to dollar cost average it anyways, right? I was going to buy that and then dollar cost average if it did come down to grab a bunch more. But I didn't do that. So the fact that I missed out, I kind of gave up on that. And I didn't want to buy with emotion. And if I decide to buy now or buy at a higher level, I'm now trading with emotion, and I don't like to do that. So I try to be completely detached from a play like that, even though I held two and I was waiting for the lowest point possible. Um, I was holding for such a long time, but then as Quant did go up to my cost basis again, which honestly was $100, um, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna sell this position and I give up on it. My current portfolio, I hold ETH, Jasmy, CRO, AVAX. What's your opinion on this portfolio? It's great. Those are more consistent plays. You have no type of risk in there, I would say. Ethereum is one of the top coins that's out there. You're talking about all of these are in the top 100. So I always try and have a little bit of risk within there, but make sure it's a risk that you want to take, not a risk that anybody else wants to take. All right, so I do have to get out of here because I need to record videos, and then I have to go from there. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. I appreciate all the people that are here, all the time you spend with me. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys check out my link for Margex in the description if you guys want to trade up to 100x leverage, as well as if you want to trade 50x or even 5x leverage in XRP and BTC and BNB and Ethereum and all of these that are there. But I appreciate the 300 people that are here, the 300 likes that we have, and I will catch you guys in the next live stream. Eventually, we'll do a lot longer live streams. I just don't have the time at the moment, so it'll probably be maybe a year and a half from now when Hayden goes into actual kindergarten and Harper's at school. I can do as much as I want to do, which would be 2026, honestly, after the bull market happens, and hopefully it extends into that, but you never really know. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.